What's up, guys? Welcome back. My name is Shun, and today...
Oh, who loves the flow of this? Sure.
The emotion, the power...
Then it just explodes. Okay.
What's up, guys? Welcome back. My name is Shun, and today we're going to be reacting to Dreamcatcher's Nightmare series' intros. So guys, we are back with some more Dreamcatcher. Now that we're done with all of the songs, I guess, from the Dreamcatcher Nightmare Saga albums, the Nightmare series albums, we are finally going to get into the intros. Now, at this point, I very much regret that I went into exploring Dreamcatcher's discography in this way, that I've done it where I've done music videos first, which I think music videos first is pretty, that makes pretty much sense, but then going for all of the special videos, and then for all of the B-sides without special videos, and then the intros. So for the next trilogy, I'll probably just be doing the intros along with the rest of the B-sides that I haven't checked out yet, because doing a whole video on intros just feels like a little bit odd, and it feels like, to me at least, it makes much more sense to listen to the intro as part of the album. But regardless, we need to check out the intros of the Nightmare series that we haven't checked out yet. This will be 7 different intros, going right from well, Nightmare to Fall Asleep in the Mirror, Prequel, and not Full Moon, but Escape the Era, Alone in the City. We'll also be doing the one for the Japanese album, Breaking Out, and then of course the end of Nightmare. So I am excited to see what this is all about with this intro, how those intros are going to be. I think I've only listened to the intros from the 3 most recent albums, the most recent trilogy, the Apocalypse trilogy. So I'm excited to see what the early intros are going to sound like. Let's get right into the first one, the one for Nightmare. It's called Welcome to Dream. Oh, wow. This is a lot more epic than what I was expecting it to be. Oh, wow. It feels like a walkout or something. Damn! That guitar is going hard too. And I guess that's it. That was only 40 seconds, but what an impression that leaves. Regardless, welcome to Dream. Feeling like a movie, feeling like a walkout of a movie. Imagine you've had this scene where everyone on the good team's been beat, and you're in this completely broken city, and then like it's the last one, kind of like Avengers kind of thing, kind of Avengers Endgame kind of thing, and then suddenly dun 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 dun, everyone just comes walking forwards. They've all been beat up, and maybe they've just won against some of the like the other agents of the evil team, just but only barely, so they're like kind of roughly walking forwards, but everyone is slowly coming forwards with this in the background. That's a dope way to introduce Dreamcatcher. This is like the overall intro, I guess, where they just go hard. It's like a full-on walkout introduction. That is super dope. But let's move right on over to the next one in line, which is My Toys from Fall Asleep in the Mirror. Wow, they are really playing into like movie sounds for these intros. All right. Okay. Okay. Damn! Who's going hard like this? Oh, that almost sounded like here at the end. Almost sound like the melody for Good Night. But damn, that was my choice by Dreamcatcher, the intro for Fall Asleep in the Mirror. Again, an incredible intro. This one is kind of divided into like 4 parts. We have this beginning part that's very like, I guess 4 parts, right? Because we have the beginning parts that's kind of like very much cinema-like. It's very movie-like, right? It feels like it's like an intro to like a music video or something, where we have this beginning part, someone's walking, someone's opening the door, and then for the second part actually reminded me a lot of, because it's a little bit more hard, reminded me a lot of the kind of rock we had in, if you guys had ever played Super Mario Strikers, which was like a football game, where they had a lot of rock music going on in that game, especially for the teasers and the previews of the actual game, and I loved that a lot. Then we get into some really nice, really nice guitar solo that reminds me a lot of a band I used to listen to a lot called Area 11, a UK rock band, and that honestly kind of gave me some nostalgic vibes. And then at the end, we play into this more slow and pure sound from Dreamcatcher that reminds me a little bit of like Deja Vu or some of that, or like Bon Voyage, where we have these parts that are a little bit more slowed down, a little bit more pure, a little bit more clean, and I like that. This was really cool. It kind of showed a lot of different colors from Dreamcatcher. But let's move right on over to the next one, which is supposed to be before and after from Prequel. Oh, we have like those things that hang and go in the wind. Oh, this is very different. Again, we had like an intro with door closing or opening. Okay. But we're not getting into the rock at all. Damn, okay. Or maybe it's coming, or... Wow. Oh, okay, here it is. No. Wow, okay, a little EDM, like, okay. Wow. I was not expecting this. We have the guitar riff in the background, giving them rocky elements, but other than that, you're very much over in an EDM territory with before and after, which in a sense kind of makes sense since this is supposed to be the prequel album. It's almost like before they were corrupted with rock, which I guess were to be fair was mixed, but that's really not where we at with this song. But a very interesting intro. I like it a lot actually. It gives some really cool EDM vibes while still having a little bit of that looming rock, especially as we get to the end. We have the guitar in the background that kind of feels like a teaser for what's to come. Obviously this is a prequel, but it feels like a good way to bridge that gap, going from that EDM into what would then be the Good Night album, or the Nightmare album. Not Good Night. Good Night was from the second one, but the Nightmare album. Slowly, bridging into that. That's really cool. And again, I was honestly taken aback. But when it also comes to the song Fly High, it also is kind of a little bit different because it's a lot more bright compared to Chase Me and Good Night. It has a little bit more of a bright vibe, so it makes so much sense to have a little bit of a different intro from or for prequel. But let's move right on over to the next one, which should be for Escape the Error. It's called Inside Outside. You have like a boo in the beginning, Mario, but again we're getting into this very this movie like soundtrack. Oh, oh, oh. Ooh. Oh, that's almost like dubstep. Wow, I'm honestly amazed by these intros. have a bass. The way it changes between the instrumentals is dubstep-like, while giving heavy synths to it. Woo! That guitar in the background. Yo! Ooh, and a little guitar to end that intro off. Damn! Inside, outside. Again, incredible intro. I'm honestly, I'm kind of baffled by these intros. I was not expecting them to be so versatile, to be so different. I was expecting, yeah, to be different, but very much within only the rock genre. But we've just had what was it called, before and after? Yeah, before and after, going more into like an EDM genre, and this one Inside Out going more so into like, oh no, what was it EDM for before and after? No, it wasn't really. Well, kind of. It went in more to like a pure sound. And then for Inside and Outside here, we have some synths, we have some kind of dubstepy vibes, we have, wow, a lot of stuff going on in this, but still we are keeping the rock elements within the intro, which I like. Obviously, we need to have this stable color for Dreamcatcher, which obviously is this rock genre. But damn, this is actually so cool how it's incorporated in with this, with I guess the dubstep style of music that changes the music into other different styles, with all of these synths, with some really nice bass going on, and a nice guitar riff in the background, and right for the end actually taking the spotlight. That was really good. Again, we gotta move on to another one. This one doesn't actually have a name, it's just called Intro, but it's for Alone in the City. Train running now. I do like how we have these ambient noises in the intros, tying us a lot more into the lore. Oh. Wow, this sounds like something out of like Pokemon Black and White or something. Alright. Why has it got to be this epic? Oh. Oh. Woo! Oh, get that. Ow! That was like perfect for Guitar Hero session. Damn, okay, the Alone in the City intro again, really taking that cinematic vibe to it. Man, that's one thing I've really been loving about these intros, is this movie feeling that I'm feeling. I always, when I listen to one of these, I have some kind of image, whether that be like a direct movie or it be from like a game or something. God damn, especially here after the transition. In the beginning, it gave me vibes of the intro for Pokemon White and Black. I don't know if you've ever played those games, but in the beginning of those games, there's a really kind of very, I don't know, it feels almost godlike intro because of the sound. It feels like you're in like some kind of church and the organ is played and stuff. That's kind of how it feels, with like a choir. And then that's kind of what we have in the first half, and the second half we kind of get into a bit more of the rock. It's almost as if it's drawn us in, and now it's kind of transforming us into this rock element. And I like that, man. They are doing so good. Probably, like, so far I've only listened to 6 intros so far. Well, I guess also the 3 intros from their most recent album, but man, Dreamcatcher have some of my favorite intros in the whole industry. Yeah, let's move to the next intro, which is the one for the End of Nightmare. Again, it does not have a name, but let's move right into it. I was about to say, that's a little more eerie, but ooh. Like we're approaching the final boss. And I guess this is supposed to be like the end, or one of the ends of this Nightmare series. Ooh! getting the PD in with a guitar. Okay. What? What? Damn! What is going on? I was not expecting this. Yo! Yo, what the hell? They are really bringing so much stuff into these intros. Again, going into this full hyper club vibe with some really fast-paced dubstep at the end. Damn, that was quite something. It almost felt like, as I said, even for the end, it really feels like a boss fight. It feels like the beginning is like we are taking the last steps. We've been climbing some kind of tower, and at the top, the boss is we've taken the steps towards this the peak of this tower, the peak of this mountain, whichever you'd like to say it. And then as soon as the dubstep hits, that's when the fight begins, right? This is us really going at it, fighting with this last boss. Damn, this is cool. Also like how we just for one time, they only did it once, but they actually included that PD flute that we have. They actually included that, but with a guitar instead, and that actually makes me think I would love to see like a version of PD where instead of the flute they actually have a guitar doing it. I think that'd be pretty cool. But it is time to move on to the last intro for this time around. It's going to be the alternative ending to the Nightmare Saga. It's the Breaking Out album. It's the beginning of the end album. It's what it's called, and I'm excited to see what this intro is going to be. Again, this one does not have a name, but let's get right into it. Oh, wow. Okay. Someone's scribbling something. And it's like one of those 8D videos where it's going all the way around. Can you please stop? Oh. Oh, we have like this epicness in the background. Guitar going hard. The drums going hard. The bass going hard. Oh. Wow, this honestly feels kind of like a rough ending to it, because this one feels like we're beginning with this really relaxed vibe, which I guess would kind of be this feeling that, or I guess it's the feeling we're going in with, but we're also ending with that, kind of giving an idea that the nightmare isn't really over in a sense, and that's probably also why it's called the beginning of the end. The album is, right? Because things have not been fixed. I feel like maybe the end of Nightmare is like the good ending, while this one is like the bad ending, at least in terms of the intro sound. I don't actually remember how it was following the music videos, which one was the good ending on the bad ending, if there even was a good ending, but this one very much felt like, again, we have this fighting sequence, this time in the middle, but in the end, feels very defeated. It feels very sad, almost as if this time we actually lost this fighting sequence. The end of Nightmare was kind of inconclusive, right? This ended in the fight, and that's what we knew about the series. This one is the alternative where we do know about the fight, but we actually lose this fight and everything just stays within this nightmare. At least that's my interpretation of it. Again, an incredible intro, really hitting both the really clean, or not clean, but like pure and almost innocent sounds from Dreamcatcher we have a couple of times, and then in the middle section of the intro, really hitting the rock elementals. Damn, am I so happy with these intros. Yeah, guys, that was the Nightmare series intros, all 7 of the intros, including the the alternative ending to the Nightmare series. What a journey in and of its own. Just listening to these intros is like a full music evolution in so many ways. It not only tells the story of the Nightmare series in that regard, like they are actually really good at playing into what's happening in the overall story, starting off with welcome to Dream, which is just straight in with this is what Dreamcatcher is. But when we get to the prequel, we get to kind of like a what happened before they got corrupted, which kind of happens within the music video, and I like that a lot. I think they've done that really well. And again, for the ending, they have like one that's kind of inconclusive, it ends with the fight, and then we have one that ends in a defeat almost, and I like that. I think that's really cool way to introduce some of the story through the actual intro, especially when you listen to them together at the end like this. I think that actually worked out a lot better than what I was expecting. But also the actual variety of genres that we're getting into through these intros is really cool to me. I was not expecting that. I was really expecting especially since this is like the first series, we not like it's the third album for prequel. When we get the intro, we are actually trying something new, not just getting into the rock, which I think is super cool right from the get-go. We're really expanding on what Dreamcatcher can do, and I think that's really good idea to have done. And I'm excited to check out the next B-sides and intros and whatnot. Next time we will be beginning the Raid of Dream album, which is probably it's got my favorite title track from Dreamcatcher within it, Deja Vu. So I'm excited to see what those songs are going to be bringing, and also that intro. For now though, let me know what you guys thought about the Nightmare series intros down in the comments below, and I guess I'll see you guys next time.